Hey, it's Drewz Viewz back here for another CarTuesday where I'm watching cartoons on a Tuesday and I'm doing my series on Steven Universe. Probably gonna be doing this for CarTuesday for quite a while because I'm only on season 1 and there's a lot of episodes in season 1 and then there's a lot more seasons after that. So I'm up to episode 7 and 8, which I'm gonna do together today. Gotten some feedback on the comments from people saying whether I should do 2 episodes together or not. I think I'm going to do that for now. Then as it goes on, maybe back to 1, depending on how much there is to discuss and all of that. And thanks to anyone who's commenting and watching. It's great. You know, I love to see that. And when I'm asking questions, I've seen some people mention this too. You know, I do get that they're probably going to explain some of the questions I have as the show progresses. And I'm not looking for anyone in the comments or anything to tell me the answer, of course. Like, I don't necessarily want to spoil it or something. Like, I do want to see for myself when that show tells me. But sometimes just for my own purpose, I like to, you know, post some questions of like, what's going on? What is the powers? What's going on here and there? So that's just what I'm going to do, you know. I'm on a little different recording location today in a different room. Got a little Dutch angle action going on here. And yeah, let's get into it. Looks like episode 7 is called Bubble Buddies. So I don't know if Steven's gonna meet some new friends. We met his friend Petey already in a recent episode. Will he get some new friends or be hanging out with his old friends? Well, let's find out. What will the gems be up to this time? You know, they're always getting up to something. They always gotta like save the world in some way or another, or save the town. I need to remember what the town. It's like Beach City or something like that. That might be what it is. It's something similar. But as I keep watching more episodes, and then I'll remember more stuff as well, most likely. We'll always find a way. And Steven. Alright, Bubble Buddies. Steven's being responsible, wearing a helmet.
I don't think
This
they
bicycle?
are earthquakes. They're too frequent.
Just out for a ride.
In the sand?
Yup.
That's tough biking. Oh, I think that's the girl from the intro that we haven't met yet. She's wearing like a hat in the intro.
Smooth ride. Finished with a tiger bell.
It's like Steven's trying to impress her with his hot ride, but
I bet there are a lot of kids who'd love to ride this bike.
she ain't biting. Well, geez, Steven, that's certainly not gonna impress the ladies, that reaction.
We'll have to find out her favorite kind of tea.
No, just talk to her.
Okay, but you guys can't watch this time.
Garnet
Don't
usually
mess up
has
my
the best
funky
advice so
flow.
far, I feel like.
Funky flow?
We won't watch.
All right.
They're gonna watch.
What's that?
Nothing.
Gonna react to it on their YouTube channel.
My name is Steven.
Oh, should put that helmet back on.
Whoa.
Guess this is
How
where
did I do that?
Bubble Buddies comes in.
Hi. My
New
name
power.
is Steven.
Well, more like a private security guard.
Rents a cop.
What's wrong?
It doesn't seem to want to
Performance
go away.
anxiety.
Oh,
The gems don't know what to do. Oh, what?
She's gotta help out and pushing on it.
I don't think they can hear you.
We're basically BFFs.
He makes weird faces.
Ugh.
Lars, quit being a jerk and help! What?
I'm helping Licking a weird bubble, too.
You're embarrassing him.
He and Sadie run the big donut.
Do they get along?
They're crazy about each other.
I'm gonna try something else.
Wonder if they are like
Anyway, this
an
place is the
item.
best
We haven't
donuts.
seen that.
I
But
come here like every day.
My parents don't let me eat donuts. They have trans fats.
What?
terrible parenting.
And don't swim and don't have friends. You look at boats.
Oh,
So it's kind of like the shelter type of girl, I guess.
harpoon gun. Harpoon
This guy's new, I think.
gun.
Playing a little Pictionary. That seems dangerous, yeah. Oh, jeez. She's probably never got to ride a roller coaster before either, the way she's been talking. Oh. Atlantis?
Where are we?
We'd be drowning right now.
How much oxygen do they have in the bubble anyway, though?
See? Not scary at all. It's okay.
Steven is the eternal optimist.
Okay. You keep saying that, but you don't know what you're doing.
We could be friends. I saw you at the boardwalk parade last year. You dropped your bracelet. I picked it up, but then I couldn't find you. If I had returned your bracelet back then, you wouldn't be stuck in this bubble with me now.
No, it's okay. I'm having fun.
Uh-oh. Don't get the bend.
Is it chasing us?
What's that bracelet?
The bracelet. It needs bright stuff. Connie!
Nice job. Oh.
Steven was so excited to meet you. Right, Steven?
Jeez.
Hey, don't mess with his funky flow.
Yeah, thank you, Garnet.
Funky flow?
Alright, so we'll move on to the next one, probably talk more after that. But that was a good character introduction episode, and we saw Steven get some more power there. Or maybe it is intuitive or instinctual, at least, that they're popping up in the first place. But he needs to hone them, at least. But alright, let's get into episode 8, which is called Serious Steven. Doesn't sound like the Steven I've come to know so far, but... Oh, is that the amusement park that's trashed? 2 weeks later?
Pay attention, Steven.
Sick. Why did you bring that?
I don't know. I was excited, and it's mine, and I like it.
Oh, grab the uke.
Steven, are you...
I'm fine. Guys!
I guess they're setting up why it needs to be more serious.
Steven, you're a riot. I'm suddenly having second thoughts about bringing Steven on this one. Now it's wild strawberries as far as the eye can see. Oh, that's what I love about the Earth. Maybe this will be a light mission after all.
Wild Strawberries is a low-key classic film reference. Maybe got my Dutch angle going.
Why, thank you, Temple.
You're a doof.
I've heard someone call someone a doof in quite a long
What's this
time.
thing? It's like a cool floaty triangle thing. Definitely always never do it.
Triple negative. Confusing.
Right here where it seems to be safe, while you guys go and solve the mystery of this place.
Wait, I want to help solve the
Not
mystery.
transparent at all.
Yeah, come on, Steven. Let's solve the mystery.
Yeah, mystery solvers.
Nope, no. You two are a disaster waiting to happen.
Steven goes with me.
Really?
So it's like maybe it'd be the first bigger Garnet episode.
Magic treasure junk. Woohoo! That was seriously dangerous.
All right, but be careful. You might trigger a trap with that gun show.
Right. I'll put these babies away and use my minds.
Run!
Spikes are triangular. This is like Tomb Raider stuff.
That was a pretty close one.
It's gonna be Get ready, Steven. This is gonna be intense.
It's the teacup thing they just mentioned. Yeah. It's a little more fun than the teacup rides I've seen before that are more close to the ground.
Steven.
I think I need to get off this ride.
Steven, you're banned from all the rides forever.
That sucks.
Garnet, there you are. The doors and rooms here make no sense. They all bring you back here. Get me out.
All right, Steven, time to prove yourself by figuring out what's going
There are 16
on.
doors, and we entered from the northeast and went through 3 consecutive rooms in a straight line.
It's okay.
No, it's not. You were all right about me. I wanted to do this so bad, but now I feel like I'm gonna throw up. What if this is just like the teacups? That's why we're getting so lost. That's why I'm feeling so sick.
It's
All
going
the
around
rooms
in
are
a
spinning us
circle.
around, so we end up here.
Where's the uke?
It's just like the teacup ride at Funland.
Steven already figured that out.
Oh.
Whoa!
Here.
The gem!
I'd say you handled that adventure very well.
Yeah, nice job, Serious Steven.
I prefer regular Steven.
Oh, she got
Hey,
it.
my ukulele! Oh, that's the end of another day. It was mighty serious, I'd have to say. The crystal gems looked really cool when they made the temple explode. Ah, they're in my eyes again! Ah!
Well, luckily Steven didn't lose his uke, but you know, that's why I don't take it on adventures. Gotta hold on to these bad boys. Keep your uke at home. Don't think about leaving it alone. Actually, leave it alone, that's what I just said. So it doesn't get broke or lost when you fall on your head. Well, looks like I gotta keep working on that one, but anyway, in this 2-pack of episodes I watched was Bubble Buddies and Serious Steven. Both, you know, as usual, most of these episodes have revolved around him honing his powers and, you know, figuring out how he can contribute and help on their missions. I'm not sure on that last one what. Maybe I missed it at the beginning, but what were they actually doing in that temple anyway? Did they really explain it? It doesn't really matter. I guess it's just supposed to show that Steven is capable of using the noodle. But it was kind of like a video game style adventure there with the trapdoors and everything, or almost maybe like Adventure Time, a dungeon that Finn goes into sometimes on that show. But Garnet was more featured a little bit in these 2 episodes. In the first one, she, you know, it was mostly Steven and his new friend, not as much the gems, but Garnet was being more chill, like telling the other Amethyst and Pearl to back off when he's trying to, you know, flirt with his new friend there. So she's being the cool in there, and she is the most, like, cool, calm under pressure for sure. Amethyst, more jokes around, less serious. That's why her and Steven together aren't always good, obviously, I guess. And Pearl is too much of a warrior sometimes. Garnet is definitely, I think she and Steven made a good pair there. She's able to keep things calm while he's freaking out or being immature, and then can still help him out when he figures out what's going on. And in that case, it was just like the teacup incident from 2 weeks ago. And luckily, those people riding the teacups just fell right into the water. That could have been bad. I think they probably got sued. You know, those carnival rides can be a little janky. So the first episode was mainly a character introduction for Connie, I think was her name, yeah. she's kind of like a stereotypical character of like, doesn't have much of a life, doesn't have any friends, parents move around a lot type of thing, I guess. Probably reads books a lot, in her own head, all that type of thing. So I assume she'll be back, they show her in the credits so you get to the beginning anyway, or the opening sequence. It'll probably be a type of thing where her and Steven can work together a little bit too, like he helps her come out of her shell type of thing, shows her how to be more normal with friends and that sort of thing. And she seems like she'll be smart, she'll help him out solving problems and stuff like that too, probably. And, she'll probably start being part of the gang a little bit more. I would think that's the way these shows tend to go like that. And maybe it's obviously kind of a love interest type of thing for Steven too. Hey, even got a little hand-holding action there before the gems rolled up. So I'm sure it'll go that direction a little bit too. And no dad showed up in these episodes. No Steven's dad. The donut worker showed up briefly, but yeah, it was mostly just the 4 main characters and the new character, obviously. So yeah, so typically it happens like Steven, in both episodes even too, it sets up with Steven, either his powers directly like the bubble or the mission he's on, like in the second episode there, have him on his path of wanting to help out, wanting to use his power, partially being able to do it, but not really being able to put it together. Then at the end of both episodes, or most of these episodes in general so far, he uses his head or figures out how to use his power, comes up with plans, everything like that. And that's how he saves the day, saves the day, or himself, or his friends, or the gems, which are his friends, I guess, etc. So yeah, I think those are both pretty good episodes. I'm definitely getting into the show, and excited to see it come together, coalesce even a little more in terms of what the overall mission of Steven and the gems are, and keep the world building up, add new characters, get to know more about the characters we do know. Like I said, this is probably the most kind of Garnet we've gotten, I would say, so far. And I don't really know, she kind of has like a Harley Quinn type of look there with her outfit, or red and black, or like the Queen of Hearts or something like that. Yeah, well, a minor point, but I just kind of noticed that. And yeah, so that was Steven Universe episode 7 and 8. And that's going to do it for CarTuesday. Drewz Viewz here. And I'm out of here. A little more peace.
Funky flow?